Alright, y'all, I am back from lunch. Matt K, thank you for checking out those YouTube videos. Much appreciated. Let me... My phone cord's all twisted. Let me fix my phone cord here a second. Hang on, y'all. Alright. Let us jump back into here. Make sure my farm chick, welcome back. Thanks for stopping back in. Let's go File, Import. Let's bring Train 6 back in, which is our monorail. And before I forget, let's follow the spline. This is the southern train. I don't need to follow the spline. Let's make the spline invisible before I forget. Alright, so Railroad Crossing 1. Actually, let me turn that back on. I think this is the south train. It is, okay. Alright, we're good. Alright, so take Railroad Crossing 1. I think we're good here. And I think we only need like 4 or 5 crossings per building. So let's go south. Yeah, so this is going to loop south on the inner track. Yeah, we're going to need one here. Now the problem with putting one here is some of these buildings aren't built. So you're going to see a railroad crossing floating up in the middle of nowhere until you build your railroad silo. So it's something I'm going to have to live with. So let's duplicate that. Just going to plop it here a second. It's going to be number 2. It's got to be the same height as this one. Alright, so it gets it the same height. And then which side is which? Oh, they're going to be different. So each one's going to have to be adjusted separately. Alright. So you should be good there. You need to go there. Alright, so that is 2. So we are the inner track. You're going to curve this way. Should be a railroad silo here, or an apartment building here. I'm going to plop it here. It's going to be number 3. And then I'm going to make it the same height as this one. Alright, now you've got to go this way. Protein Pick Mix, hello Bridget, welcome back. Cherokee, welcome back. Thanks for stopping in. We are finishing up the train crossings. We're working on the train crossings are done. We're working on monorail. And it's not going to take long to get the monorails knocked out. And then we'll do a map tour like I promised. And then we'll find something new on my to-do list. I'm really hoping to have this map ready for testing by next weekend. Should be, yep, another apartment here. I'm going to plop it here. I'm going to fix its height. And it's going to become number 4. And yep, okay, it's not the wrong way around. So basically it's a barrier for the pedestrians or the workers where they cannot cross over unless there's a monorail approaching. So that should be number 4. I think there's only one more apartment. Oh no, maybe 2 more before we get back to the center of the map. So I am the inner track. No, we are back to... Really? There's only 4? There should be 5. We should have 5. Hang on, y'all. I'm going to make one more loop. There should be 5 railroad silos. Oh, no. The other ones are on the outer loop. Alright, I'm just going to make one more loop, y'all, just to be sure. And then it won't take long for us to knock the monorails out real quick. Alright, so you go this way. So you have, yep, okay, you have one there. So it's the inner loop, it's going to go this way. There's an apartment there, so we're covered there. So it's the inner loop. I have one there. And then it's the inner loop. Should be one over here. Nope, that one's on the outer loop. Okay. Okay, so nope, we're good. There's only 4 railroad crossings on this train. Alright, so I'm going to take train 6. I'm going to go File, Export. I'm going to overwrite train 6. And then, so we have 4 railroad crossings. So let me grab, this is train 6, so we have 1. Let me copy it. Let me just make sure I didn't mess that up. Yep, you are number 2. So you go to 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. Alright. You become number 3. Three, 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. Let me get rid of these extra spaces. So you become number 4. You become number 4. And 4. Let's save that. That should be train 6, which is the first monorail. I'm going to leave that one in the map. We're going to go File, Import. I'm going to bring in train 7. Train 7 should be the north loop. It is. Okay. So this railroad crossing is down on the ground. I need to delete that. Alright, so we're going to take number 1 from train 6. We're going to duplicate it. We're going to go Edit, Cut, train 7. Cool, it fell right back into place, and that's crossing number 1. Okay, so now we're on the north loop. So it is the outer track. And you go this way. Alright, so I need to put one here. Alright, so I'm going to duplicate that. It's going to go here. It's going to become number 2. And let's get it turned. Take my speed down so I'm not flying at 100 miles an hour. Minus 90. Let us... So this tells the pedestrians and or the workers not to cross until the monorail is approaching them. Alright, so we're going to follow this track around. Should be another apartment complex down this way. Now, did I set the height on that one? 0.114, 0.114. What did he set at? 0.114. This has to go to 0.114. Alright, now we take this one, duplicate it, I'll throw it here, becomes number 3, and let me fix its height. And then we'll move it over. Alright, so that's number 3, and this one may only have 3 and not 4. We'll see. So you're going to go this way. Oh, it's going to have one more. And then I need the inner track. I need the inner track here. Yeah, right here, inner track. Alright. So let's duplicate that one. You're going to go here a second. You're going to become number 4. And I'm going to fix the height. So it's the same height as the rest of them. And then this one's going to come over. And then this one has to come back. And that should be the last one for this monorail, because we were the inside loop, yep. And it should come back right back to center. Yep, right back to center mountain. Alright, let's get rid of the spline so it's not visible. Let's take train 7, let's go file, export. We have to overwrite train 7. Then I need the XML for train 7. We're going to go to train 6. Since we have 4 crossings, I can grab all of these. And let's copy those to train 7. And let's save that one. So train 7 is done. So monorail 2 is done. Let's go file, import train 8, which is the last monorail. I'm going to delete the crossing that's already there. Now actually we're going to start right here. So we're going to take this guy that's already here. We're going to duplicate it. I'm going to go edit, cut, and paste, and it becomes number 1. Alright, now this is the outer loop, so you come straight down. So we're going to have 4 on this one as well. And actually this one's over here, so we're going to have 4 on the 4 corners of the map. Well, not the corners, center of the map, northeast, southwest. Now, some of these are going to look funny because they're going to be floating in midair until you build a railroad silo. Let's duplicate that. Let's stick it here. Let's get its height fixed. So, copy and paste. Perfect. So the next one should be over on this corner, or center of the map on this side. Is it over here? It's over here. So this one's going to be easy as well. So we take this guy and we duplicate it. We go edit, cut, and paste. It should fall right into place. This one has to become number 2. This one has to become number 3. Right, one more railroad silo. Top center of the map. I know these were going to go much quicker than the trains. And then I'll come in, I'll give you all a pretty decent tour of what's done so far. Alright, last one. So we're going to take number 2, which is a single. I'm going to duplicate this one. I'm going to throw it here. It becomes number 4. And then let me fix its height. Alright, and then let's just get this one in place. And this should be, let's go train 8, let's go file, export, overwrite the save, and then we pull up train 8, we take these, let's copy them again, we come into here, we save that, XML is done, so all the XMLs for all the trains are done. So train 8, we delete, we delete, we delete, and we save the map. Now we should have all of our monorails done. So take a monorail tour. I'll turn trains off and then we'll take a map tour. Or I'll leave trains on, don't matter. And then railroad crossings can come off of the list. Actually, I'm going to turn trains, switch the trains off so we don't tab through them. Alright, let us make sure I'm on the right mods folder. I am. Let's jump in here. Now, if y'all have any questions on this map so far, now is the time to ask while I'm doing the tour, because we'll do not like a go to every place tour, but a halfway decent drive around. I'll show you how one of the buildables work, and then I want to get in and really knock some more stuff off the list. No, I'm just getting back into the map. You didn't miss a thing. Thanks, Protein Picmix, for stopping back in. I appreciate everybody stopping back in. Yeah, I've been dying to play Rising World. I've been dying to play Evo Space, but I don't want to take any time away from finishing this map. Alright, before we get in here and get started, I just wanted to take a quick peek at the log to make sure I didn't mess anything up with the trains. Make sure the trains are not throwing any errors. That's a mod. Alright, no errors at all in the map. Alright, so let me grab a little bit of speed. Let me grab a little bit of cash. So I'm going to have to show you how one of the buildables work. Let's throw on the FPS counter so y'all can see the FPS. I'm going to grab a truck. We're using red as the color of the day today. Alright, so we are on top of now the map is not done, so pretty much there's the center mountain, then you have the valley part of the map where the river runs through, and then outer mountain. So center mountain has your vehicle shop is right here, and then let me drive down this way and I'll show you the mining. We'll have to get a truck in order for me to show you the mining. So down yonder this way is Walmart. Walmart will be your only working sell point on the map. You will sell every single thing on the map here, but it's going to have a lower price. So sell point back here, you have a load of wheat or whatever, drop it here. It's going to be your only accessible sell point. Now, none of Ricci's is going to have a better price, but let's go over to none of Ricci's. So none of Ricci's will be sitting right here to my left, or the farmer's market, what are we calling it? None of Ricci's. So future home of none of Ricci's. You can't get in there. You're not going to be able to get into the sell point. You're not going to be able to drive around the wall or through the wall. So, bam, can't get into none of Ricci's. The sell point's not there. So what do I do? Well, first of all, you have to buy the property. Oh, we already own it. So we own the top of Center Mountain. In New Farmer mode, you will own the top of Center Mountain. So what do I do to build none of Ricci's? Well, I'm going to leave a truck here for a minute. So, okay, let's rent a second truck. since we can't save the save anyway. Let's grab another truck. Well, now I have to go to the, I meant to turn switch to trains off. All right, hold on. I got to turn switch to trains off or it's going to drive me nuts. Oh, that was weeds. Nice thinking there. Let's turn the weeds off too. Switch to trains off. All right. So now I want to build none of Ricci's. So now you have to go down to the construction office. And this is how every buildable on the map's going to work. So right there's Napa Auto Parts. So right here is McDonald's. So you have, you know, KFC right there, 7-Eleven right here. These will all be working sell points, but you don't have access to them. Look, the train crossings are working. So you got to go down to the construction office. So animal dealers on your left. Construction office is here. So you're checking at the construction office, say hello. Now you've got to find the right property for Nona Ricci's. That's going to be your challenge, is finding the correct property for Nona Ricci's. And I think it's one of the first ones I built. So I actually think it's going to be towards the back. So everything that you see here, you have to build. So every single thing you see here has to be built. I just need to find Nona Ricci so I can show you. Slaughterhouse, water fields, clay pit, bait house, fish processing, oil well 1, smokehouse, area 3, Nona Ricci's. Okay, right back here in the corner, just so I know where it is. Let me go grab the truck. So find the appropriate marker. Now if I remember if this is the right one or not. Alright, it is. So, in order to build Nona Ricci's, you should get a global company menu when you go right up to the sign, but you're going to need 200,000 liters of lumber, 200,000 liters of steel, 200,000 liters of drywall, 200,000 liters of concrete, 200,000 liters of doors, 200,000 liters of windows, and 200,000 liters of insulation in order to build Nona Ricci's. You're going to have to deliver them right here with your truck. For testing, I'm going to buy the product. You will not have access to that once the map's released. This is only for testing. You will not have the option to buy any of this at any of the factories. But I needed a way to quick test the builds. So deliver all your goods here, and then your project goes active. So let's jump back into the first truck. So your project goes active. It's going to take 2 to 3 in-game days for everything to build. So I'm going to go 2,000 speed. I'm zoomed out as far as I can. I can't really zoom out any further. So the fence is going to come down, Nona Ricci's will build, and then you'll have access to it. Forgot where your house is. We'll have to do a drive-by. Slaughter, welcome. Appreciate everybody stopping in today. So, like I said, it's going to take 2 to 3 in-game days for all of your builds. So the fence is going to go away. Everything else will pop into place. So it's none of Ricci's is almost built. So I'm going to tab down to my other truck. And as none of Ricci's is finishing its build, where the sign was, a house will appear. And the sign will disappear, the trigger markers on the ground will disappear, the triggers will all disappear. Oop, I'm in the fence. Let me get out the fence. So let me just come over here. So like I said, as each one builds, you'll get a house appear in here, and then this whole area here will turn into a housing complex once everything on the entire map is built. And I'm going to just roll till the morning, till the sunlight comes back up. And I'll take it back down to 1 speed. Alright, so if we walk back to here where the sign was, there shouldn't be any more trigger telling me what I need to build. So your trigger's completely gone. You've got a house sitting here. And then if we flip up to here, so now none of Ricci's is completely built. And you'll have the sell point will be about right here. I don't have it in the map yet. So you'll have access to none of Ricci's. And that's how every single buildable on the map will be built. When will this map be ready for the public? I still need about another week before it's ready for testing. And then it's going to take us a while to test this map because we have to actually deliver pallets and test every single trigger. And this map has about 1,000 triggers that are going to need to be tested. So it's going to be a very, very difficult map to test because we're literally going to have to deliver products to every single buildable and every single factory on the map to test every single trigger on the map. And we're going to have to test every single sell point on the map as well. So it's going to take us, there's about another week. Here, I'll drive around Center Mountain. So I'd say another week for us to finish the map for testing, and then at least 2 to 3 weeks to test it. So unfortunately, it's going to come out like right about when 22 is ready. So here we have a couple city blocks here that have to be built. So 4 different city blocks here that have to be built. There's a, here, let me go this way. So we got another Spanish village on this side, an open air market to my left, or an open air park to my left. The area that's fenced off here is Dollar General, a coffee shop, and Taco Bell. So in front of me is the high school with the football, baseball stadium. The spinnery is here. You'll have access to the spinnery. So you'll have access to sell your yarn. I mean your wool and your cashmere here. The spinnery you'll have access to. We'll not have to build that one. Size patio and garden is right here. That has to be built. So over here we have, let me just pull up here a little bit further. Alright, so Nanticoke Hospital is here. Its annex is right here. Police station, and if the role play guys and gals, all your doors work, so you can park police cars in here. There's a ton of mods. You jump in here, doors open, you can go upstairs. You have a jail cell, so if you're playing multiplayer, you can lock somebody's butt up, throw them in jail, make them sit there for a while till you let them back out. And then the same thing here, fire station, working door, so you can bring your favorite fire truck in for role play. This building, I don't think this building does not open, so you cannot go inside the fire hall, but you can get into the garages. And then across the street from the police station is the courthouse, so you can bring them across the street and give them a year sentence in jail or whatever you want to do to them. And then over here you're going to have lake. Lake and castle. I've got a bunch of extra stuff sitting there in the map that has to come out yet. But got your castle cafe. And then the church. Church and soccer fields. And then this gets you back to the center of the map where the vehicle shop is, and then all the sell points along here have to be built. We're going to head, I guess this would be the east. Yeah, we're going to head east. So right here, there's a big apartment complex here that has to be built. And that's where you're going to store your workers. So you'll have access to this. You'll have access to this apartment complex right here. So if you bring your busload of workers right here, you'll be able to store your workers right here, and then you'll be able to pick them up on the roof with the monorail and then transfer them anywhere else on the map with the monorail. And then Central Station and Central Warehouse Cold are both back here. Same as the Ritchiville Hollow and Islands maps. So these will now spawn the new containers. So everything that the other three maps hold, this map holds as well. And every single placeable from the Ritchie Hollow, Ritchiville, Ritchie Islands maps can be used on this map. So we'll continue to, I'll show you some of the mining, and then I'm going to get back into the map so we can finish it up. We'll do more of a map tour when we're ready for testing. So now you're going to cross the valley. There's 4 bridges, one north, east, south, and west. It crosses the valley from Center Mountain to Outer Mountain. So you want to come over to your mining. You're going to have to come over this direction. So there's a forest here that has to be built. And then over half of your fields you're going to have to build as well. So you will not have access to over half of the fields on the map. So they're going to be just like this. They're going to be fenced in. There's going to be huge rocks on top of them. And then when you build the field, the fence goes away and the rocks in the field goes away. And then your field becomes open for you to use it. I left some of the fields open so you can earn cash by doing contracts. And I made half the fields buildable. Now, here are your mines. This is the entrance to the mine. Again, you don't have access to it. So to open the mines, go to Central Station, pick up 500,000 liters of wood chips and deliver them here. Central Station will be pre-filled with 500,000 liters of wood chips. You're going to have to own the mine in order to open it. So let's jump in here. Let's head up, and again, this PDA is not done. So we own the coal mine in new farmer mode. You will already own the coal mine. So let's get a truck. And let's grab a tipper. And let me get this guy out of the trigger. Alright, so we head over back to the vehicle shop. So I'm giving you a freebie with the mines, but I'm making you work to get them open. So it tells you to go to Central Station, pick up 500,000 liters of wood chips, and then take them to the mine. So let's go over to Central Station. We're going to grab 500,000 liters of wood chips. Should already be in here. And I'm not going to sit here and wait for the truck to fill. For testing, I'm just going to cheat them in and show y'all. But it has 500,000 liters of wood chips in it. So just wait for your truck to load. Take them over to the mine. It's a 16x map, so get ready to do some driving. And again, to save on FPS and textures, I'm going to leave the vanilla traffic in. I'm not going to put the custom traffic back in. That'll also help me keep the map size down a little bit. So we'll have the snail in-game traffic in this map. Do the vehicle mods come with the map? Same vehicles as the Ritchiville, Ricci Hollow, Ricci Islands. Same vehicle pack. Same everything from Ritchiville, Hollow, and Islands. And we'll explain all that when the map is ready to be released. So now it wants me to bring the wood chips here, and it wants me to deliver them here. Now again, it's not going to be an instant build. I'm going to make you wait. Can't give it to you. So let me zoom out as far as I can. And again, I'm going to go a 2000 speed. I think it takes like a full game day or 2 game days for the mines to open. I'm just going to roll till it gets daylight. So an in-game day for the mines to open up, so you have access to it. Let me take it down to 1 speed. So if I go here to where the sign was, there's no more trigger, so the mines are now completely open. Now you got a roadblock. You're going to have to clear out all the clean fill before you get down the road. So you'll have to fill out all the clean fill to get down here. So making you work for it, but you can sell all the clean fill off. It's like easy early game cash. I would sell everybody that's clean fill off. So now the first mine is your coal mine. So I'm giving you a little bit of coal on the ground to start with. So you'll have access to the coal. And then your mining machine, your milling machine, will drop your boulders. So if you come over here, since we own the coal mine, put diesel in the tank and it's going to drop you coal rocks. So let me do this. Let me buy, let's just buy all the mines. What the heck. Alright, so we own all the mines. Let me grab my store delivery mod. Let me grab a truck. And let's grab a tanker. Oh, come on, we got to put our label on it. Let's jump in here. And I'm going to cheat in some diesel for testing. And here I'll show you how the mines work. So I'm going to drop 50,000 liters, or 5 liters of diesel, or 50 liters. I forget which it was. I think it's 50 liters. We'll go back and look. Now, it is 25 liters of diesel. Now, it takes about a minute of real time, or 2 minutes of real time, and you're going to get 5 boulders that drop. Put my controller down for a minute and grab a sip of Gatorade while we're waiting for our boulders to drop. So the head of the milling machine is turning, it's grinding away. We're going to get 5 boulders. I don't want to get too close to the trigger, that's why I'm back here. So you block the trigger and it messes it up. And you'll have to restart, save your game and restart to unmess up your trigger. And I may turn these up a little bit quicker so they drop a little bit quicker. So the mining still needs a little bit of adjustment. So it's going to take 25 liters of diesel, it's going to drop 5 boulders, and it's going to shut down until you pick up the boulders off of the trigger and put more diesel in the tank. Then it'll drop 5 more boulders. So you have to put 25 liters of diesel in the tank every time you want 5 boulders. I may adjust that. Well, it's going to make a liar out of me and not work now. I had it working. We're definitely going to turn time down a little bit. I'm going to go like 5 speed for a minute. Just until my boulders drop. There you go. So 5 liters or 5 boulders are going to drop. The machine's going to shut off, and each boulder is going to be. Oh, these are wrong. That's only 11 liters. These should all be 20. Yeah, something's wrong with the boulders. 21 liters. They should all be 10,000 liters apiece. Yeah, there's something wrong with the boulders. I'll have to go and it was working properly. I'll have to go back in and look at that. So it's telling me, yeah, it's only telling me that it's 6 liters per boulder. Well, let's go in and look at that because it was working properly. Let's do this real quick. Let me get them out of the trigger. So let's grab our big cat for a minute. And we'll go in to look at the XML and see why our boulders aren't dropping properly. So let me pick up these boulders. Again, this map was built for this big cat mining truck. I'm curious to see what the rest of the mines are going to do. So you have to get the boulders out of the trigger or it won't drop your next 5 boulders. So I'm going to drop 25 liters of diesel in each one of the mines and see what happens. I had these working perfect too. I don't know what went wrong. So coal mine, ore mine, you're going to get your ore boulders. We'll see if any errors come up in the log. Alright, so throw some. Did I get that trigger? Yeah, I got that trigger. Let's work our way down. So you have your ore. You should have stone, gravel, and sandstone. And your sandstone will grind down to sand. So throw some in here. Throw some in here. And then nickel, copper, sandstone. So I'm going to make you work for the mining product. Like I said, this is not going to be an easy map to play. It's going to be a very difficult map to play. Let's drive back to the coal mine and see what the next set of boulders does. Then we'll have to go in and look at the XML because I have no idea why it's not dropping 10,000 liter boulders. Because, oh crap. I know what I did. I changed the pallet. We got to go back in and fix the pallets. When I imported all the new pallets and containers in the map, I mass copied them over from the islands map to here, and they're a different boulder. That's why the boulders are wrong. Yeah, that's why the boulders are wrong. We're going to have to fix the boulders. I know what my error is. But anyway, pretend they're 10,000 liters each. So you take all your boulders, and this truck will hold 60 boulders. So 60 boulders, 10,000 liters each, you're going to get a bunch of boulders. Oh, okay, I just turned it off. Let's turn it back on. So I know we have to come in and fix the pallets. I know what I did wrong. Matter of fact, we'll do that now. We'll retest these. Yeah, I messed up when I put the pallets in. I had special pallets built for this map, and I overwrote them with the islands pallets. So that's a quick fix. So let's say you have a full load. So you could drop 3 loads from each mine, and then take them to the crusher. So you'll have 3 loads from 5 times 3, so 10,000 times 5. So you'll have So 5 boulders of coal, 10,000 liters each, gives you 50,000 liters on one drop. And if you drop it 3 times, that's 150,000 liters of boulders to take to the crusher. Now, you're going to have to make yourself, don't tip over. You're going to have to build yourself a ramp to get up here. Oh, you are not going to play nice. You are not going to play nice. Will you let me back up on you? No, it's not going to let me over to the crusher. But anyway, you've got to drive your boulders to the crusher once you can clear yourself a ramp. Oh, it's not going to let me. It's not going to let me up there. Alright, let's try this. Let's grab this guy. Let's grab this guy. And I'm not changing the colors because we can't save the save anyway. Let's grab this guy. And let's see if we can't clear a path for our truck to get out. Pipe out. Let me unfold it. Let me get the pipe out. Let's see if we can't get ourselves a little bit of a path here to get out. And I'm actually going to lift this up and try and get a layer off the top. I just need a little bit of a ramp to get out. Let's see if that'll get me out. So you're going to have to work for it. There we go. So just get yourself out of here. So the first thing I would do to make some early game cash is I would sell every bit of this clean fill off. Now if I don't turn myself upside down here, alright, perfect. Alright, so now you're going to have to give yourself a bit of a drive to get to the crusher. Sorry, I'll catch up on chat here in a minute. And you're going to probably want to play this map with traffic turned off. I see a wee and a turn super strength on, yeah. So drive yourself over, and I'm sure we're going to run into some dumb AI traffic here in a minute. So let me just turn, wrong one. Let me turn traffic off real quick. And I think I just hit traffic off. There we go. I thought I hit something while I had the menu up. So you're going to have a bit of a drive to get to the crusher. Not like across the entire map drive, but a couple minute drive. And this field over here, 73 is massive. And it goes around the corner. I can't show it to you on the map because the map's not done. So it's a big L-shaped field, runs all the way back to the monorail tracks, and then it runs all the way out here to the other road. Alright, I'm going to sneak through here. Nope, this is the road to the crusher. Alright, let's buy, real quick, let's buy the crusher. Alright, so now I'll have access to the triggers. So there's one crusher for all the product. There's no separate crusher for each product. So all of your boulders can go in the same pit. And then you still have to add your diesel and your water. So you add your diesel, add your water, throw your boulders in, and then each product will so your crushed ore will spawn here. Your crushed coal will spawn here. And then up top is your nickel and your copper. So your crushed nickel and your copper will show up here. And then down below, so you've got to come out here, you've got to come around here with your truck. You've got to come out here and then take this road down to the lower level. Oh, hold on, I just hit some kind of barrier. Why am I stuck? What is right there? Alright, hold on, y'all. I gotta look at something. I just hit a seam in the road or something. Alright. So anyway, down here on the bottom level, you'll have your crushed silt, your crushed sand, your crushed stone, and your crushed gravel will all be down here on the lower level. So your crusher is 3 different levels. Is there anything else we can use for the boulders? You can use the pallet trailer, but it only holds 9 boulders. So that trailer, but it's only going to hold 9 boulders. So you're stuck with 9 boulders on the pallet truck or 60 boulders on the cat mining truck. So that is how let me just tab myself back to here a minute. And now if you come back here, there's a secret mine back here. That has product on the ground waiting for you, but you have to buy this property. So if you come back here into the secret tunnel, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of property that you have to buy, and this runs pretty deep back here and gives you product already on the ground for you to use. So you got a nice deep cave back here so you can dig. I want to change those rock tops for the ones that show the salt texture. So you got plenty of mining product here to get you started if you don't want to buy the mines and use the crusher. So this will definitely get you started. But once this is gone, it's gone. Then you have to use the boulders. This product here will not respawn. But it's definitely enough to get you started. So plenty of really, really big, deep, long cave here. Let me grab my truck really quick. Let's grab this one real quick. I'm going to get out of here. Not like out of here, end of stream, but I want to get out of here. I want to fix those boulders. I want to come back in and see if the mine works properly. But we'll take you for another quick loop. So again, those fields with the massive rocks in them, you're going to have to build in order to gain access to them. I just want to drive by Farm Chick's house, and then we'll get out of here and we'll fix those boulders. We'll come back in and we'll see if the mines work the way they should. So the center of the map, or I mean the valley part of the map, has your smaller fields. The southern end of the map has your more medium-sized fields, and then the northern part of the map has your larger fields. But they're going to be expensive. For instance, here it's field 73, which is massive. It's going to cost you $7 million to buy that field. Yeah, I had to make the boulders smaller in size for this map. And then when I overwrote the boulders from the islands map, or the Ritchiville map to this map, it overwrote my fixed boulders. So I'm going to have to go back into my archived folder and then refix the boulders. But let's drive down here. A little bit of work to do on the mountains passes driving up and down, but that's a couple hours for me off camera. So I got a little bit of work to do on the mountains. Now the valley part of the map over here, you've got some lower levels, a mid-level, and an upper level. And then you have some fields that you will not have access to that you have to build. But I think this one is Farm Chick's house. Yeah, this is Farm Chick's house right here. If it's got the box of Wheaties inside. Yep, this is Farm Chick's house over here. So you're over here by field 32, 33, 34, across from the oil well. So you've got the lower fields that you have access to from here. And then these you can very easily plow together and turn them into one big field. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's fix these boulders and see if we can get this mining to work the way it should. I'm ready to move in. Farm Chick is ready to move in. Alright, so let's come over to here. Let's go to Objects, Pallets, Global Company. Let me go into my D drive. And I should have a map backup. What did I name it? I thought I dated it. Let me sort this by date modified. You're not going to sort by date modified, are you? Desktop backup, this one. Let me come into... Nope, I don't think that's the one I want. I make myself several backups in case something goes horribly wrong. Let me go into here. Ricci Valley. Crap, this one's dated 9/22. This one may have my older pallets. Objects, pallets. If not, I'm going to have to rebuild all the pallets. Let's look for our boulders. Let me pull up the... Alright, so my trains I'm done with. Let me close the trains. Let's go to our fill types. Let me come up to the top. So I know exactly which rock boulders I need to grab. Alright, so we need coal rock. Where is the coal rock? What are you dated? Okay, you're 224. You're the old coal rock. Perfect. You're my pallet. You're the pallet I need. The boulder is physically smaller. So let's go to Ricci Valley. Objects, Pallets, Global Company. So coal rock pallet. Save, overwrite it, yes. And overwrite the XML as well. So copy and paste. Replace. Now I also want ore rock. So let's grab the ore rock palette. Let's go File, Export. Let's grab the ore rock palette. Overwrite that one. Grab this guy. Let's go back to the XML. This I know I'm not missing any. So coal rock, ore rock, copper rock. Copper rock palette. Let's go File, Export. Let's find a copper rock palette. Copper rock palette. And we'll grab the copper rock XML. Alright, next one we want nickel rock. Alright, so nickel rock palette. File, export. I'm hoping this fixes it. And we'll grab this guy. So that's the nickel rock palette. So we should have sandstone. Sandstone palette. Oh, sandstone palette I already fixed because it wasn't in the islands map. So the sandstone palette should be the old palette already. Because it threw an error when I fired the game up and I had to put the sandstone palette back in. So the sandstone palette was brought over from this map. And so that should be all. Let me just take a quick peek at the mines. Let's fly over this way a second. If this doesn't fix it, then I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board on these mines because they were working last time I tested them. The only thing I changed was the palette. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pallets. How many did we change? 1, 2, 3, 4. What am I missing? Rock. Missing rock. Rock palette. Yep, missing rock palette. Alright, file, export. Rock palette. And let's grab the rock palette. XML. Now we should have, let me check the XML and make sure I didn't miss anything else. So let's go to Ricci Valley, Placeables, Global Company. We should have, let's just open these up to be sure. Let's go coal mine, copper mine, nickel mine, ore mine, rock mine, and sandstone mine, or sandstone mine. Alright. You should be coal rock palette. Alright. You are copper rock palette. You're nickel rock palette. You're ore rock palette. You're the rock palette. And you're the sandstone palette. I'm going to leave those open. So let us, I didn't make any changes to the map. Let's jump, we only made changes to pallets. Let's jump back in here. I love my house. Yeah, this map is going to be intense. It is not single player friendly. It is not going to be an easy map to play. Alright, I had to delete that save game and we have to start another new save game. So we're going to have to open up the mine and do all that jazz again. Now I'd rather get this fixed than work on something new because it has to be fixed anyway. Alright, while the family's gone, my computer's throwing a lot of heat. Give me a minute. I'm going to hit the little boy's room while this is loading. I'm going to open my door so I can get some AC in here. I'll be right back. Alright, let's jump in here. So let's crank this back open. Let's grab some cash. Let's grab some speed. Let's buy all the mines. Alright. Now we're going to have to get ourselves a... Actually, no, we can come down here. Where can I go? Let's come over here. And... Can I get through here? I can. We're just going to cheat the stuff in for testing. So I can get back to building. So there's plenty of little forests for you to get started. There's plenty of crushed product on the ground for you to get started. Alright, so let's grab store delivery mod. Let's grab ourselves. We have to open the mine back up. So let's grab ourselves the truck. See, this is going to be a hard map to test because we're going to have to do all this to test the map. And if I make any adjustments, it's going to be a restart. So unfortunately, I do not expect this to be an easy map to test. Let's grab a load of wood chips. And let's get the mine back open. Actually, I can back you in right here. And let's see if by me changing out the boulder pallets, if it's going to work properly. If not, we'll be here all night figuring out why the boulders aren't working. I'm just going to roll the night, get us through the day. Just to get the mine open. Alright, let's grab some daylight. Oh, come on, jump. Alright, store delivery mod. Let's grab ourselves. Let's get ourselves the tanker first. Last time we put our logo on it, it was bad luck, so I'm not putting my logo on it this time. Alright, let's grab a load of diesel. And let's drop some off in all the mines. And we'll see what my boulders do this time. So if you don't want to play with boulders, I would suggest saving that stuff on the ground and not selling it all off. Yeah, so this, again, I'm going to play this single player, but it's probably going to be an easier map play in multiplayer. I would make the map just one farmland and let everybody have at it. Let's head back to the coal mine and see if our boulders have dropped. So you've got to drop the 5 boulders. You have to clear the trigger before you drop the next 5 boulders, or the mine will not turn back on. Yeah, this is not looking good. Those boulders should have dropped. Now I'm going to have to figure out what's wrong with the mines. I'm going to grab the cat truck real quick as well, just so we can clear the boulders. You should be out at the trigger. I'm going to go to 5 speed for a minute. We'll adjust the time so these do drop a little bit quicker. I'll be playing in single player. Yeah, I'll be playing single player. It's going to be, like I said, it's not going to be an easy map. Oh, family might be home. I may have to close my door. No, that's not someone's home bark. That's someone's on the property or near the property bark. I may have to go let him out. Alright, why are you not dropping? Let's go 15 speed. Oh, there we go. Alright, so you dropped, what are you telling me? Okay, there you go. 20,000 liters per boulder. That's what I had to do to the boulders. I had to make them smaller and then up the capacity. So each one of these boulders are 20,000 liters apiece. So that's why you only get 5 boulders, because you have 100,000 liters of rocks sitting right there. So there's your coal. These should be 20,000 liters. Come on, show me. Yeah, 20,000 liters. I had the wrong boulder palette in here. 20,000 liters, and then this should tell me that it needs more diesel. These should be 20,000 liters, and they are, and it needs more diesel. So 20,000 liters, needs more diesel. So 20,000 liters and needs more diesel. We should have our sandstone. Yeah, 20,000 liters. And where's my trigger? Yep. Alright, let's get these guys picked up. And we'll run through this one more time just to make sure. So you could take, so here's 100,000 liters of coal to crush. So you're going to get 100,000 liters of each product to crush out of 5 boulders. Now, like I said, you could do it with a pallet flatbed, but you're only going to get 9 boulders. But it is quicker. I spent hours trying to get this product to work like this. Alright, let's let you sit here. Alright, a little bit of a spoiler alert. This door here will take you back to Nick's hideaway. So Nick's hideaway is back here to make your moonshine and Confederate, or your funny money and all that back in here. So we got a secret cave back there for Nick's. I'm going to drop one more run of diesel just to see what it does now that the triggers are clear. and then I'll take it off of 15 speed, and then I may go in and adjust that drop rate a little bit. Yeah, so that's going to fire it up. It's also going to make your head start turning on the milling machine once you put the diesel in there. So, yep, you're going to be working on this map. And I hit the gas tank. Way to go. And no, I can't put any more diesel in because then it'll keep running. And your boulders won't drop properly. So you have to put diesel in every time you want 5 boulders. So I can see what somebody's going to do. They're going to own like 6 of these tankers, and they're going to keep one of each tanker parked on the triggers and just go from vehicle to vehicle and keep dumping diesel in it. But it is what it is. Alright, so now we should have another set of boulders drop. Yeah, when this map comes out and it's like fully released, I may drop the Ricci, or I may leave the Ricci Valley series on YouTube, and I may do a YouTube series just for this map as well. We'll see. We'll see what happens by the time we're done testing this map, I'll probably be sick of playing it. So perfect. There's your boulders. It shuts down, and then it needs more diesel before it drops anymore. And you have to clear the triggers before it'll drop any more boulders. So you can get 2,000 liters of each rock in this truck before you have to go to the crusher. Oh, missed one. We are going to go to the crusher too. I just want to make sure that it's working fine as well. Oh, come on, stupid cam. That's the only thing I hate about this Mac, is that camera snap. Or this cat truck, I should say. So we're going to see if we can't get this truck back out of here. This way I know the mining won't be broke when I give the map to Dixie, and then she can break the mining and say it was broke when she got it. So So yeah, so the mining on this map was actually built for this cat truck. Alright. Now let's let's do this the easy way. Let's build ourselves a ramp. Matt, don't give away our secrets. I got another secret too. There's another secret area in the map. I won't go there today. Besides the ones I already gave you some spoiler alerts on. Alright, now let's get you unfolded. Get the pipe out. And let's see if I turn you on without lowering you. Let's see if I can get another ramp built. Or if I can at least get my way out of here. That should be good. Just get that lip off of there to get the truck up. There we go. Come on. Now, if we don't lose it at the top coming down, we'll be alright. Yeah, so the first thing I'm going to do my entire first game day in this map, when I get it, is I'm going to open up this mine, and I'm going to sell every bit of this clean fill off. Alright, come on, stick the landing. There we go. Alright, anybody got a timer? Let me go back to 1 speed. Alright, so it's real-time upper clock, 1547. Let's say 40 seconds when I left the mine. Let's see how long it takes to actually drive over to the crusher. Flex will, yeah, this is PC only. There's way too many scripts in here for it to be on console, and it's a 16 times map. And it has probably almost 100 global company functions built into the map. It's not quite finished yet. I got about another week to finish it, and then about 2 weeks of testing. So about 3 weeks this map should be ready for release. And then everything you see fenced in has to be built before you have access to it. I was worried about this fitting through now that the train crossing signals are in. It's about 3-minute drive over here from the crusher. From the boulders to the crusher, or from the mine to the crusher with the boulders, about 3-minute drive. Alright, let me buy the crusher. And the PDA is not finished yet either, y'all, so PDA is really rough, but let's buy the crusher. Now, the only problem is all my boulders unauto-loaded. So I'm going to have a hard time with these freaking boulders because the autosave messed up the boulders. And I don't think there's any way of getting them out of the truck. It's the only thing I hate about the auto load script. When it saves, it lets the auto load go. Let's see if we can't super strength. Let's see if we can't super strength. Can we lift this truck and dump the boulders out? Probably not. Looks like we're not really going to test this mine today. Unless I can get all these boulders out of the truck. The only thing about the autoload script that I don't like, and there's no workaround for it. I just want to get a couple in there to show you how the crushers work. It would have been fine if I already owned the mine, but I had it when I went to buy the mine, the game auto-saved. I usually turn auto-save off for testing, too, and I didn't. I've been playing a lot lately with auto-save turned off. Come on, quit rolling. Oh, you're not going to let me get you because you're all hooked to the truck. Can I flip this truck over? I can. It's not going to let me grab it. Even with super strength on. It's not going to let me flip this truck over. Alright, I know what I can do. Let me come over here. Move the store delivery mod. Let's reset that truck. Where is the truck? You're not going to show it to me on the map. You're not going to... Oh, there we go. That should have undone all the boulders. Now I can turn auto load back on. Should have thought of that the first time. If I reset the truck, it leaves all the boulders behind. So let's pick this mess back up. Let's throw all the boulders in the pit, like I wanted to do the first time. And then let's grab a tanker, and so we can get some water and diesel in here. So I can't save this save anyway. Should have, yeah, sitting over here. And let's grab, again, cheating it in for testing, let's grab a load of diesel and a load of water. I think the water goes on this side. So going to get your water on this side. We'll grab a load of diesel. It should go on the other side. Now that should fire up. So every one of these should now go active. It's going to crush 20,000 liters per hour. So basically it's going to crush 1 boulder per hour. And then let's go 2,000 speed for a couple hours, like an in-game hour. And now you're going to have all your crushed product on the ground to pick up. So you'll have your crushed coal to pick up. You'll have your crushed iron here to pick up. And then up top, you'll have your crushed copper and your crushed nickel to pick up here. And then on the bottom, so come down the hill into the valley. We should have named this map Death Valley. This map is killing me. So you have your crushed silt. You have your crushed sand. You'll have your crushed stone and your crushed gravel. And then up top, let me grab another little truck. Let me grab the K100 real quick. So the mining is going to be a little bit of work. Because I think under here is where you get your gold and your clean fill. I think the family's home this time. So under here, yeah, let me see what we have under here. So you have your gold under here and your clean fill. So that's where you'll pick up your gold and your clean fill. So you get all of this out of the one crusher, which is really nice compared to the other maps where you have all the individual little crushers. And if any of your boulders get stuck, just pick them up and drop them, and they'll unstick. But that's how the mining works. There is one other secret mine. I'm not going to show it to you. I'll let you find it. Or you'll see it during testing. But let's get out of here, or we'll be sitting here playing on the map all day. We won't get anything done. And then, as usual, let me just check the log, make sure we got no unwanted errors. And what do we have here? Driving dust is a giant shader error. Map is error-free. Let's close all that. We don't need any of that open. All right, let's jump back in here. So mines are good. Trains are good. Let me get trains off my list. So all the crossing signals are in. Let's head back to center of the map, and let's work on the apiary and the beehives. I'm going to make a slight change over here to the animal dealer so we can get our beehive production in. So I've got a little bit of extra land over here I want to do something with. Sorry about that. I needed to yell at the dog. He won't stop. My sister and husband are not home, and he won't stop licking his ass. Alright, we're going to make a slight change over here. But I need to know what farmland this is. So let's go to our farmlands. Let's find the animal dealer. So I'm going to come up top. I'm going to go Control F. I'm going to go Animal. I'm going to see which... No animal dealer. So the animal dealer is probably same as Center Mountains. I think the whole mountain is one farmland. Let me check that. Let's go to farmlands. And let's see. Yeah, so the whole mountain is one farmland. Alright. We are going to change this up a little bit. I want to move this building. We're going to move this building back here. It's not the way I wanted you. I want you this way. So you would be 90 here. And we're going to move you back here into this open area. You are going to be our beehive production. So we'll paint its own farmland in. We'll get rid of the grass. We'll give it some roads and stuff here in a minute. So let me take my speed down a little bit. This will be another thing we can get off the list today. So let's take this back to tip collision. Let's take this back to square. Let's grab some plate. And we will figure out where we want this to go. And then we'll get rid of the grass. And it's not going to give me enough room to drive around. Probably not. Let's go out a little bit further. We may have to change this up a little bit once. Actually, I think I'm going to take this right out to this road. That should give us enough room. Now I know the pallets spawn on this end, so I'm going to add a little bit more room to this end. And then for now, let's go make sure we're on subtract. We're on subtract. Let's go down to grass. Let's get rid of the grass in here. So if we get the apiary and if we get the beehive production and we get the barn in today's sell point, that'll be a couple more things off the list. Yeah, so let's do... Actually, I don't need to do a quick save quite yet. Let's open up... let's go to Documents. Let's go to the Ricci Valley map. And we're going to grab the apiary. We'll grab the workings from the apiary. Actually, while we're in here, we're going to grab the apiary and the beehive production. And then we'll have to open up the prairie map and grab the barn for the sell point. I can just go to Global Company because I want beehives are us. Let's go File, Export, Ricci Valley, New Building. So we're going to go beehives are us. Grab that building, and I want to grab the apiary. And that's all I'm going to grab out of here. Alright, so I'm going to leave that open for a minute. Let's go back to here. I'm going to grab this file here. I'm going to cut it from there. We're going to go into here, if it'll let me. So we have to fix all the textures for the apiary. We also have to fix all the textures for the beehives or us. Alright, so all of these, that one I think I already fixed. Ritchiville Hollow, common files, textures. Alright, I need all of these textures here. We're going to copy and paste. And I'm going to come back into here, and just in case, we're going to copy this one into here. Now I should have all these textures fixed. So save that. So that's the beehive production. The apiary. Yeah, we should be able to fix all of these. Now we have to fix objects, palettes, global company, textures. We got to grab these and then move them to here. And we have to fix these. And let's save that. Alright, so now I should be able to get rid of this file. I should be able to get rid of this file. And I should be able to get rid of this file. What are you? You're... Oh, I've got to fix that one. Okay, so that one needs to stay there a minute. That one has to stay there a minute. This one has to stay here a minute as well. Alright, so if we go back to here, I should be able to open up the apiary now, and there shouldn't be any errors in the console. And it's missing the sound. Okay, so I think it's just missing the sound. Nope. Alright, hold on. So why are you not... What did I miss? Oh, I did. Okay, so now we have to fix these other ones. Alright, we have to go to new buildings, particle systems, global company. I should have everything I need into here now. Particle systems, no. New buildings, particle systems, global company. New buildings, particle systems, global company. I have the beehive particle. I need the particle system shader. Oh, already over there. And we need the smoke particle. Okay, so we already have these as well. So let's go search, replace, textures. And then this one has to be fixed as well. So let's save that. Alright, now let me close this. So now the apiary should open with no errors, and the beehive production should open up with no errors. Why do we still have errors? New buildings, textures, new buildings, textures, particle system. Why are you still messed up? You're the sound. You should be opening up with no errors. New buildings, textures, particle system shader. New buildings, no textures. Why? You are the apiary, right? Yeah, you're the apiary. Why are you throwing console errors? I know the sounds. New buildings, textures, beehive. So it sounds like nope, it's not what it wants. The path needs to be new buildings, textures, beehive particle. New buildings, oh, it's textures. Something's in the wrong file. Are those the three that are throwing errors? Beehive particle. Beehive particle diffuse, particle system shader. So these two are throwing errors because they're not the right path. New buildings, textures. New buildings. New buildings. Textures. Alright, let me cut them from here, paste them into there, and then I need the beehive sound. So sounds, new buildings, sounds. Where's the beehive? Which sound is it? Beehive right here. New buildings, sounds. That should fix the sound file. Let's close this again. And new buildings, apiary. Should open up with no errors in the console. No, still messed up. Why is it not bringing the textures in? New buildings, textures, beehive. Ricci Valley, new buildings, textures. It's not in here. Okay. So you need to go into here. And then I can actually get rid of, I should be able to get rid of this whole file. For now, I'm going to drop it here in case I need anything out of it. So let's close this again. Usually I don't have a hard time with textures, but I hate importing shit from other maps. Okay, so now I just need to fix the sounds. So if we go to here, you have the beehive. Oh, so I just need to change this to sounds. Save that. Alright, now we should have apiary with no errors. Finally, apiary with no errors. See if the beehives are going to open up without any errors. And the beehives are opening up without any errors. Alright, so I can delete this folder. And now we can come back into here and we can do what we wanted to do. So let's go to, just come all the way to the bottom a minute. Right, what do I have open? We can close places. Let's go to global company. Let's come down to the bottom. And we're going to go new transform group. Beehives are us. Then we're going to go file, import, beehives are us. We're going to come up to here. We're going to go edit, cut, and paste. Now let's see if we can't get this spun and put into place. So if I put you to 0, oh no, other way. Alright, you go this way to 0. And then we bring, alright, I'm gonna move, alright, I'm gonna actually move the building to where my components are. So I want all my triggers and everything like right there. So let's take this guy and let's move him back to here. And that should take care of our triggers. Where is the global company trigger? So back to global company, back to beehives are us. Where's the player trigger? Player trigger is right here. I'm going to slide it out a little bit further. Let's grab a tour icon. So tour icons, grab the coal mine. Let's duplicate that. Drop it here. Alright, global company trigger should be somewhere right there. Perfect. Alright, so let's come down to here. You are beehives are us. We have to go to map SA. We have to add in another hotspot. Beehives are us, and then I need the x coordinate from here has to go here, and then the z from here has to go here. I'll save that. Then we need a new farmland. So let's open up, let's turn on number 149. It's going to be beehives. Alright, it's going to be bits 0, 2, 4, and 7. So 0, 2, 4, and 7. Farmlands 0, 2, 4, and 7 should be 149, and it is. So the beehive production needs its own farmland. I'm just going to probably just give it a little bit more land than it needs. So we'll just come into here. Give you part of this grass meadow with the beehives. Alright, so that's beehives, that's number 149. So now we come back up to here, and we go beehives, you are number 149. And I'm going to do a save. We're going to go to the Ricci Valley map. I'm going to pull up the 110. We're going to find the beehives. Beehives are us right here. Let's copy that over to our 110. And it doesn't matter where I put it. Let me just find an unnumbered spot. Right under here. Alright, so now we change all of Ritchiville to Ricci Valley. So everything else here stays the same. And then we have to go into here. So we go Riccieville, placeables, global company. We find beehives are us. Let's copy that into Ricci Valley. And then we open it up. This one needs to go to islands. And then we change all of Riccieville to Ricci Valley. And we'll save that. So you can get minimized, you can get minimized. We need to check our i3D mapping. You come down to a 2-minute delay instead of a 10-minute delay. So plywood in, beehives out. Plywood in, beehives out. I don't expect any of these numbers to change, but let's just give it a shot. So 000001, so they haven't changed. Camera is number 5. So that hasn't changed. Player trigger is number 6. Spawners are number 7. So nothing in there has changed. We don't have any plywood to test this, but let's see if it's going to open up without any errors. Did I just save the map? Let me just save it again, just to be sure. I'm going to get out of here soon. I have a 3-hour upload to YouTube, and I don't like uploading it when I'm laying in bed trying to sleep. So I'm going to get out of here very, very shortly. We'll pick this mess up tomorrow. Yeah, it takes me 3 hours to upload a 30-minute video to YouTube. And I usually start it like at 9:30 at night when I'm crawling into bed, but then my computer's in the same room I'm in, and the browser has to stay open all the while the video's uploading. So we're just going to make sure the apiary is not throwing any errors. And then I'm going to get out of here for the night. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to do a couple quick map updates and a couple quick mod updates. And then we'll jump right back into this map. So let's jump back in here real quick. Delete save game 9. So new save game. We should have a working beehive production. And then where I moved that building from, I'm going to extract the barn from the prairie map. And the barn's going to become our sell point for our hay bales. For like the hay and straw and silage bales. So bale sales will be the barn. So I do appreciate everyone stopping in. Alright, so let me jump into here. Let me grab some cash and a little bit of speed. Now we should have an apiary on the map now. Coming down the mountain, yeah, not the apiary, sorry, beehives. So we should have beehive production. No menu because we don't own the land. So let's grab this piece of property. So now we should have, there we go. So plywood in, beehives out. So we'll get some trees and landscaping around here and make it look good tomorrow. And then the spot over here that I opened up, we'll move these hay bales around, we'll move the cell trigger, I'll move the light, and we'll put the barn here for our cell point. So I am going to, let me get out of here. And I'm going to throw y'all on ending soon. Appreciate everybody stopping in today. Hope everyone had an awesome time with the map today. I am going to, like I said, it's going to take me 3 hours to upload a video, which will put me at dinner time. And then I'm going to call it an early night. I'll definitely, depending on what the family's doing tomorrow, I will definitely be back on tomorrow unless they have something urgent going on. So I'm hoping to get back on here tomorrow. We'll get some more done. See what's left on the list now. We have to finish express staffing for our workers. We have to finish the power grid. Beehive production's in, so I could take that off my list. So the apiary, the boat splines, stop signs, the barn, and cell points. Yeah, about 3 or 4 more days of work. But I'm out of here. Hope everyone has an awesome night.